Orbit.
T-minus 15. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition. Falcon 9 with the DART mission on the way for humanity's first ever planetary defense test mission.
Vehicle is pitching downrange.
Stage 1 chamber pressure is nominal.
T plus 33 seconds. SpaceX launch engineers seeing a nominal conditions on Falcon 9 as we begin the trip to space carrying the DART spacecraft. M1D engines about to begin throttling down.
Power and telemetry nominal.
We're throttled down. Avionics calls out good power on the vehicle.
Vehicle is supersonic. Max Q.
We've gone supersonic. We're through the period of maximum dynamic pressure. And the Merlin 1D engines have throttled back up to full power. We're out of the throttle bucket. From here on, even though the velocity is rapidly increasing, the atmospheric density is decreasing, and so the loads are decreasing now on the Falcon 9. Everything continues to look good with the stage 1 trajectory.
Invac chill has started.
Lead valve is open on the second stage engine. That's beginning the final chill prior to second stage engine ignition. Two minutes into flight, all continues to go well. In 30 seconds, we'll have 3 significant events coming up in quick succession. We'll get MECO, main engine cutoff, where we shut down the 9 Merlin engines. The stages will separate, and we'll get ignition of the MVAC-D second stage engine to power DART and the second stage into their parking orbit. We've throttled down to hold at 4 Gs, getting ready for MECO.
MECO.
Stage separation confirmed.
Invac ignition.
We've got successful stage separation. Second stage engine ignition now at full power on the Merlin engine. Next event coming up is going to be payload fairing jettison. On the left side, you can see the titanium grid fins on the first stage beginning to deploy as we get ready to bring the first stage back down to the drone ship, Of Course I Still Love You, in the Pacific Ocean. Getting ready now. There's the view
Separation confirmed.
of the fairing. And we've got deployment of the payload fairing, and now the DART spacecraft exposed to the vacuum of outer space. Now, we will be attempting to retrieve these new fairing halves with the help of our recovery vessel, NRC Quest.
Stage 2 on nominal trajectory.
Everything going well with Falcon 9 and DART.
What you're looking at on your screen is a live view of that MVAC engine on our second stage, burning bright. We are currently in the first of 2 planned MVAC burns for spacecraft deployment today. At T plus 6 minutes and 40 seconds, you should see on your screen, hopefully we'll get some live views of the first stage entry burn. and that entry burn will last about 30 seconds. Now for the entry burn, we do relight the center E9 engine, and then partway through we relight the E1 and E5 engines, so that we have 3 total M1D engines helping to slow the vehicle down as it passes back into the Earth's atmosphere. And again, what you're looking at on your screen is the MVAC engine on the second stage. We're getting some awesome live views, and everything is still looking nominal for stage 2.
Flight guidance.
At T plus 5 minutes into this mission, we're just under 2 minutes away from the entry burn on the first stage, as second stage is continuing on its journey. Again, this is the first of 2 planned MVAC burns for this mission. Now, the Falcon 9 booster supporting today's mission will perform this entry burn for the 3rd time, because it's previously supported a Starlink mission earlier this year, and the...
Stage 2 on nominal trajectory.
Just a call out that stage 2 is looking nominal, which is great news. The first stage booster, again, supported a Starlink mission earlier this year and the Sentinel-6A mission in November of 2020. Now, both fairing halves for this mission are brand new and will be recovered for the first time on a recovery vessel, NRC Quest. And we are just about 30 seconds away from that entry burn on first stage. As a reminder, the Merlin engines on the first stage are optimized for sea level, and these do achieve 190,000 pounds of thrust during ascent and descent. And it looks like we got a live view on your left-hand screen of the first stage.
Stage 1, FTS is safed.
Stage 1, entry burn startup.
And we heard the call out as well as visual confirmation that the entry burn has begun on the first stage. Again, this is about a 30-second burn and just helps to slow the vehicle down as it's re-entering the denser part of the Earth's atmosphere.
Stage 1, entry burn shutdown.
And as you could see, the engine shut down on your screen. We did hear a call out that entry burn is complete.
Stage 2, FTS is safed.
Stage 2 continues on a nominal trajectory. Now coming up in
Terminal guidance.
just a little over a minute will be SECO 1. That is second stage engine cutoff 1. Again, there's 2 burns for the MVAC engine on the second stage, so we are in the first burn.
Expected loss of signal, Cook.
So we should see this engine shut off here shortly. And about 20 seconds later, we'll see or hear the landing burn call out on first stage begin.
MVAC shutdown.
And we just
Nominal
had,
orbit insertion.
that's what we were waiting for.
Stage 1, landing burn startup.
So we got SECO 1 on second stage. We got a confirmation of good orbit, and the landing burn has begun on first stage. And now we have a live view of first stage making its way to, of course, I Still Love You.
Stage 1, landing leg deploy.
And we had some incredible views. Now we're just waiting for some confirmation of that first stage landing here in a second, as we have a live view of second stage currently with the engine cut off as it's coasting towards its targeted orbit. And we will wait for that confirmation of that first stage landing, but you have just witnessed Falcon 9's 26th flight for this year. And we will confirm once we have that confirmation for that first stage landing. So now at this time, our mission isn't over just yet. The second stage is now embarking on its first coast phase. Coasting in this orbit will last about 20 minutes, and we will light that MVAC engine for a second time shortly after T plus 28 minutes and 38 seconds. So we'll see you back here at T plus 28 minutes.
Expected loss of signal band. Next station to acquire is Punta Arenas in 25 minutes.
Stage 1 landing is confirmed.
expected acquisition of signal at Punta Arenas in 1 minute. Acquisition of signal, Punta Arenas.
MVAC engine chill in progress.
Welcome back to the webcast of the Falcon 9 mission carrying the DART spacecraft for NASA. And coming back with some great news, as you can see on your screen, that we didn't get a live view of touchdown. We do confirm a successful Stage 1 landing today. That is the third for this booster, the 25th landing for SpaceX this year, and SpaceX's 88th overall successful recovery of a first stage. The second stage completed its first burn, placing the Falcon 9 and the DART spacecraft in the desired orbit. And right now we are approaching the second engine burn, the burn of the second engine to carry Falcon 9.
MVAC ignition.
And there's that SES-2, as you can see live on your screen, lighting up there. Now this burn is planned to last a little less than 1 minute. And during that time, we will add about 3.5 kilometers per second to our velocity. Now you can see the gauge on the screen showing stage 2 quickly gaining speed. We'll add about 3.5 kilometers per second, or about 12,500 kilometers per hour to our velocity. Again, this burn is the second burn for this mission. And cutoff should be coming up here shortly.
INVAC shutdown.